All right, well, sorry, folks. We had a little bit of an issue. I'm hoping it's going to come back up over here on Facebook. Let me double check real quick, Tommy Weber. There we go. Yep, we're live. We're back up live. Good. Sorry, guys, at home. We're trying to work out why Zuckerberg's trying to keep us off. Zuckerberg's trying to keep us from doing our show. I don't know what's going on.
Jealous bastard.
Yeah, we're back. Thank you, Renee, for jumping back on live. I appreciate it. Yeah, Zuckerberg is just, All right. All right, Webbs. What the hell were we talking about when this all went down? So, we were talking about lazy bastards playing baseball. But you know what? I had enough talking about that. Let's talk about some other cool stuff. Did you happen to see the pictures I posted about with Gagliardi from the Upstate New York League? Did you see that?
I did.
Did you see Gagliardi? Oh my God, those were some good times. And we always say, man, that you never forget the guys you played baseball with. I mean, you never forget those days.
That's the best part of the game.
Yeah, that is the best part of the game. And that's what I always liked about it too. I always liked to be around the team. You know, even if I was on a bad team, didn't matter. You know, it didn't matter. Never mattered, really. I mean, yeah, you know, it stunk to lose, but it was still awesome to be around the guys. And, you know, to be in the clubhouse and playing cards and telling stories and just having fun. So those were the good old days.
It's
as much with the young kids because, you know, they're doing their thing, but it's fun. It's just fun to be around it and to see them do the same types of things that we did when we played years ago.
Yeah, and it's very rewarding, you know, to have an impact on people's lives. That's something very special. You don't get to do that every day, no matter what you do. For most people who go to work and do what they do for a living don't get to impact people's lives, and it's really a special thing to be able to do. And when you were a player, it was great, and as a coach and a mentor.
I went back to Jersey this past week, and I had an opportunity to go through some of the old things that I had. We were cleaning out my grandmother's house, and there were a bunch of boxes there, and I went through them, and I found a ton of cool stuff from Wagner College, back when we were there.
Mm-hmm.
I found this. Are you ready for this? This has got to be worth something, right? You ready? It's a Pete Rose button.
Oh, that's great.
It's got
Phillies?
Pete Rose on it. Yeah,
Phillies?
with the Phillies. Yep, it's a button. You pin it on like this. Rose button. So that wasn't helpful. Thanks, Pete. All right, you ready for this one? This one's pretty good. You're going to get a kick out of this one, right? I don't know how well you can see it, but can you see that?
Yes, I can.
And who do you see?
Is that Venezia and Croce?
And Croce without the mustache.
Wow, son's
see that?
mustache and hair. Look at that hair.
I know.
Wow, wow, that went in a hurry. He didn't have that hair for long.
No, but you know, he originally didn't have the mustache, which was amazing, right?
That's pretty cool.
And it says the headline is Wagner, the team to beat after sweep of FDU. We swept FDU.
They did beat us. Many teams did beat us. So in fact, we were.
This was 1989.
Wow.
So, yep, April 3rd, 1989. You see who that guy is? I think I lost you there for a second. Let me bring you back up. All right, I got you. All right, I'll put it up again. You ready?
Yeah.
Who is that?
It's you and Minio.
Exactly. Steve Minio. How could you not notice that mustache? Look at that mustache.
Yeah. Minio looks exactly the same. I see him in the Cape. It's unbelievable.
Right?
He still plays.
He looks phenomenal. He looks the same.
He's in great shape. He throws BP like every day. You know, I told him that I was in the running for the Hyannis job. He wants to be my BP pitcher, and I'm telling you, has not changed at all. Amazing.
He's fantastic. So I found that. I'm going to send a picture of that to him, and I'm going to obviously send that picture to Croce because that was.
Minio was an underrated hitter too, because he could hit.
He was a good third baseman. He was a good third baseman.
He was.
Yeah, he didn't play there much. Who's actually a photographer right now for Sports Illustrated. He gets sent around the world, shoots. He shoots mostly football, so he'll shoot the Giants. He'll shoot, anybody
Right.
who's in the Meadowlands. He'll shoot the Jets. They'll send him on assignment. He'll go shoot Florida or whatever. He does all the Super Bowls and everything for Sports Illustrated. But guess where he started out?
Wagner College.
Wagner College. When I was there.
Got to start somewhere.
Exactly. And I said to him, I said, hey, he goes, I never threw anything out. He goes, next time you're up, because I'm going to go visit him. He goes, I'll go through and I'll find my pictures from Wagner College back in that time.
That'll be great.
It will be, because I'll be like, oh my God, I got to get all these photos and I got to get them to the guys.
That'd be great.
That would be phenomenal. So
I have an observation that I made this last couple of days.
go ahead.
Uncharacteristically, I watched a couple of baseball games with the sound on. I never watch with the sound on because it's intolerable to listen to guys talk about themselves and to tell you what you're seeing when I know that's not what you're seeing. Well, I confirmed that suspicion yesterday. I was watching a Yankee game. Michael Kay and David Cohn were on. And David Cohn is like the classic guy who doesn't have a formal education and is desperate to have people think he's smart. And he's not. And I could not believe how much of the game they were telling you saw something that really wasn't even happening or was inaccurate. At one point in the game, there's a little flare down the right field line. Gary Sanchez hits a bloop down the right field line. And I don't know if you've seen J.D. Martinez in the outfield, but as good a hitter as he is, that's how bad a defender he is. I mean, he almost got hit in the head with a line drive yesterday. He fell against the fence chasing a double. Anyway, the ball falls between the first baseman with his back to the field, the second baseman running on an angle, and the right fielder, whose ball it is. So right away I say, J.D. Martinez pulled up on that ball. So they start to tell you that it's really the second baseman's ball and that he's got to get that ball. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, there are a lot of people who are looking at this circumstance and are drawing the conclusion, because it's the conclusion drawn by Cohn and Michael Kay, that it was the second base. When in fact, if J.D. Martinez doesn't pull up, which he does 3 times on the instant replay, he catches the ball easily. And I just thought to myself, it's why when I watch these games and I discuss them with somebody who watched and listened to them, our accounts of the games are very different. Very different. Because they are influenced by, you can't help but be influenced by what you hear. Now, secondly, David Cohn, who obviously didn't take arithmetic, said that the National League should adopt the DH because it'll add 15 jobs.
Yeah.
So
wait, really? 15 jobs?
I said, well, not unless they expand the roster.
The roster, exactly.
You're dealing with the same amount of players. It's just the mix would be different, David.
Yes.
It doesn't add 15 new jobs.
And you might even lose a pitcher. You might.
Right. I don't know how anyone... watching the games has become difficult. Listening to them has become impossible.